All right, we live. Hey, so I wanted to jump on here real quick. I wanted to talk a little bit about, well, first, let me give you some context of why I'm shooting this video. I got a shit ton of people that know what they're supposed to be doing, yet you're not doing it. You're not getting out there. You're not doing what you need to do. And there's a reason for that. And I want you to break that habit. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit today about what I call PMP. And what is PMP? Does anybody know? PMP, pleasure. So this is pleasure. This is pain. Okay? Too often, right? An example of this would be like, hey man, I want to start my own business, right? So I want to start my own business, but I'm so goddamn comfortable with where I'm at. I'm making $2,500 a month. I get to come home. My wife gives me dinner, and I don't need to get off my ass. But I want to do it. I'm not forced to do it. And it's because you're just too goddamn comfortable with where you're at in life, right? You got to break that comfort. You got to tie shit back into that, right? That you got to tie shit back in there like, hey man, I don't want my kids to get out and go work an insulation job. I don't want them to work at a gutter company making $2,500 a month. I want to show them. So you need to tie enough pain to showing your family, to showing whatever it may be. It might be like, for me, it's so I never go back to the trailer park, right? I got so much pain associated with that to where there is no failure. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep pushing, right? And it's because I have so much pain involved in that trailer park, right? This trailer park, that I don't let that risk override that, right? Because this is what happened. You guys are so comfortable. You got so much pleasure going on in the fact that you have a job, you're paying your bills, everything's kind of smooth, right? You got so much pleasure there that the point of kicking off a new business, this risk, this pain that you're associating with it is stopping you from moving forward. You don't care to move forward. The truth is that you talk all day about what you're going to do, but you don't get out and do it. It's because of this, pleasure and pain. It's because of the balance that you've created in your own mind and what you're thinking, right? And so how can we break that, right? How can we switch these two? And so you have to do that by saying, hey man, when I'm 40 years old and my kids are 18 years old now, okay? My kid's 18 years old. Do I want to see him just fucking working at a gutter company? Is that what I want to see of my kid? No, I need to set an example and maybe visualize your kid working some dead-end job like you are right now. Envision that your kid working a dead-end job just like you, because we all know your kids grow up to be just like you, right? So envision that and let that be your pain, okay? Envision that being your pain, and envision you doing what you're doing now as a risk, because that's what it is. If you continue to live the life that you're living right now, your kid's going to live that same shit. It's passed down by generation by generation. They do what their parents do. You know that. I know that. Right? And so associate that. Think of anything that you're doing in life. This is just one example, guys. A lot of you out there, you might be 18 years old. And you're just getting by. You're living in your parents' basement. You're doing whatever. You're so goddamn comfortable. Right? But envision that hot girl coming by and going, hey, I'm not going to date you because you live in your mom's basement. Maybe the pain of losing that, losing the love of your life or whatever you want to call it, right? Maybe the pain of that will override that comfort zone that you're in right now, because you're all in a goddamn comfort zone. You're all sitting there acting like everything's just gravy. Nothing needs to change. You talk about success, but are you willing to go get it? Fix your pleasure and pain.